Okay, now that you have your data set restored, because you're ready to begin your details that need. Okay, regardless because of Sage, or because Micropay, you have across the top you have various icons here, but here is where the majority of your work is actually be doing. Okay, the first job that you have to do, because with regards to your setup, is the company narrative. So company payroll, company details. Okay, now you cannot check that. It is here. Okay, the narrative details that regarding what you need to actually insert your information. Right? On the day of the exam, the information that you will be asked to proceed here, okay, is in fact your exam number. So exam number goes here. Now this is vitally important you do it, because unless you do this, your exam number will not appear in the printouts that you have to do, and will cause issues for you to the exam. None of the other items that way, they're all default set by the company, or by the examiner. Okay. The next issue that you have, is regards to your payments. Now, generally, the only payment is actually exactly like this example is actually the salary. Now, you have to deal with setting up particular other additional material in that right? Now, this is covered in book. It is covered. In your taxation courses, and the key issue for you is to actually look at what items there needs to go in there. Right? Now, one of the most popular ones is regarding an hourly rate. Okay, and if this gets to go through it, you basically select it a particular item, so it's hourly rate now. Your rate will be 1 and your factor will be 1 here. Now, no rate of pay goes in here. It is not like €10 that way. This is general to the entire company. Okay, the rates of pay, whether it's €9.15 or €10 or €12 an hour, that is applicable to the employee itself and goes in the employee file. So what you do is select the items what's related, whether it's taxable, USC, usually benefits basic pay now. For an overtime, right, is done again. It's selected hourly your rate is 1 here, so it's like 1 per hour details. But your factor here is based on the overtime that way. So for example, if you were paying time and a half, it'd be 150, effectively 150%. Same story, select as taxable, PRSIable, USC, and if it's pensionable, we're not going to network. So let's say it is. Generally, in the real world, overtime is usually not considered pensionable unless it is standard, as always going to cut through. Okay, if it was a case of double time, double, hourly, 1, the factor would be 2, and you select your items of 2 as you go across. Okay. Other payments that can be done is a bonus. Or commission. Yes, that way. This would be a variable amount as it wouldn't be fixed 0. You could pick 1 if you want to, that was one amount as well. Okay, taxable, PRSIable, employer, USC, usually bonuses are not pensionable Okay, as I said, commission would be the same situation. Right, okay, as I said, variable, 1, 0, go to it, taxable, and all your other these details now, go to it. Okay, in case of doing that, you can also get it the question that a staff member will be made redundant, so the job is ceased. That there is a particular situation here go through that okay, here's 1, your factor is 0, go through that now redundancy. Generally, in exam papers, in any question, is what's referring to statutory redundancy, and that will be tax-free details. If it was an ex gratia payment, okay, then it would become taxable, and you would actually have to select that items. Okay, with regards to expenses, you have to look at as a vouched, which receipts are given, variable. Okay, what's it? Amount. Okay, now these are not taxable. However, unvouched or another name for them, round sum, okay, are taxable in case that way. So 1 details, and you select your particular items, guess it turned out, guess it go through it that way. Okay. Now, be careful in case what's the case it turned out, because we deal with benefit in kind of any case. So let's say for example your car, benefit in kind. Okay. You turn in that because it's straight off regarding guess what's it would be situation, right? Net benefit, guess what's it being kind, gross benefit in kind, guess what's it your issues, guess you're dealing with it is got to do whether or not regarding guess what's it the company is actually paying it guess on behalf guess what's it guess of your guess employee or issues that way. So it is key guess what's it important that you actually turn around and pick guess the various issues guess out there. So benefit in kind guess what's it is a guess detailed. If you're saying it's gross, it's allowable for taxes. If you're saying net regarding guess what is coming guess after taxes, not go through it. Okay, so your gross benefit kind 1 0. Okay, guess we'll through it that way. Okay, and you guess what's it pick your guess that because in here save off is taxable and guess go through it. Now this differs completely from a car allowance. So where, for example, the company is actually giving you money, this is a variable amount because you turn that way. It is not a benefit in kind. Okay, it is still case a whole lot case of issues case you could deal with. The main difference between these two items is that because you have actually selected a benefit in kind, you must actually select regarding case the car type. So for example, company car. Similarly, if it was medical insurance, if it was case what's it membership rent, let's go through it that case. Okay. Now, these classes variable, they could be classed as fixed too as well, because it determines that way. Fixed would be considered because for example, you're getting the same amount each time regarding because so for example, your car allowance, it might be €100 per month that you're receiving. Okay. The term do because what's it because you look at regarding mileage. Right, okay, and what we're talking about here now is mileage gets under the civil service rates. Okay, same story, variable because mileage gets to actually change, detailed that way, and as long as you comply with all the rules, guess what's it of guess of the civil service scheme, then these guess what's it guess it remains guess clear that it is not taxable. If, however, it's a situation that you do not follow those schemes or do not have approval from revenue, then you're going to have to look at the whole issue because with regards to civil service, if you follow the scheme, it's tax free. If it's not following the scheme, then you're going to have to click all the boxes and make it taxable. Okay, right. Anything other because of payments now go through that way. So the issue that you're actually looking at is dealing with whether stuff is payable or not regard go to it. Okay, other issue too as well as I said regards to the latter side, the CSO, these would be carried through in real world, but not in the exam because you're not looking at these is for statistics records and not for accounting details not. Okay, details regarding that way are carried out regarding because of your pages 31, 32, 33 of the book. Okay, and then we're looking the key point here is the material taxable? Then you tick this box. Is the payment not taxable? Then you click the whole other way. Okay. With regards okay, it saves. With regards to your payments or your payments done, regards to your deductions, you're actually looking this way. And the only deduction here is the local property tax, which is not on the ATI course done, but can be done. Right, okay. The main issues that you're going to have here regarding dealing with is for example the standard one dealing with the pension. Now, pension is gross regard because it is considered in the taxes. You kick the pension and you kick the standard. It's a Microsoft default. Okay. Now, AVCs are additional voluntary contributions where it allows you to pay extra money in there. And the turn out you're better off clicking yes as it regarding that way. And I said the balance done as when normal go through it. Okay. Other deductions would be, for example, sick leave. where for you have all your holidays used up and go through it that way, this straight off will be net. Reason being, what's it on regard turn that you're dealing with in most cases. Okay, but regardless of sick leave, the fact is this is actually gross regardless because you're dealing with regardless a deduction off your pay. Right? So you are getting your normal pay as per ordinary, so you're getting your month's salary, and this is 2 or 3 days, right? That is going to be included in your salary, but deducted. The deduction is being showed here. Okay, your subtype and all, standard, it's not pension, no EVCs, not, and I said, where do you want to keep a balance or running total? Okay, right, sick pay, none overpay. Where you paid previously would be that way. It generally doesn't get gross because that standard. Yes, we want to keep a balance on it. Go through that because done. Okay. The other issue that you have too as well, here regarding is something regarding a staff deduction. This could be for a travel pass. This could be for savings for VHI. This could be a Christmas savings scheme. If any money that could go through it now. Now this is definitely gross. It's not allowable for taxes. Okay, such as the overpayment. What you're actually looking at here is your issues relating to same story. Keep your pace of balances, not go through it, and it deals with it that way. Okay, that's regarding your payments and deductions. Now, when next step on regarding this is set your period and just increase to 1 month. The calendar is already set, and go okay. Now this is your basic step. Go through and that because to deal with regarding. Now the screens become active and you can't do full actually processing. Now watch it what's in processing do sequential deal and all that way. But continue. If, for example, you notice that it gets a payment or an option what you were supposed to pay was not included. Let's for example, a VHI needed to be put in. You need to delete the payslip, remove the payslip, don't save anything. Go back up, turn details. So as I said, we're going to deduction, we're going to do a payment. Okay, payment. Okay, and say regarding VHI. We're going to pick it a benefit in kind. 1, 0. Clicking on my boxes because it's going to be subject to taxes and all those details. Okay, and now click the option, medical insurance. Hit OK. Right, and now when I go to my enter pay sequentially, the VHI appears that way if I go to a employee that has processed it, this item would not done, and I need to make that option.